Yo, what's up guys, it's Pi, the Crypto Pi, and today we're going to be talking about my top 2, and that's basically my bread and butter guys, my top 2 ways to enter a trade, right? And as you all know, I'm a big Elliott Wave fan, right? So one of them is obviously to do with the Elliott Wave, and the other one, and both of them have things to do with Fibonacci. Because Fibonacci, gives me my entry, right? That's my ultimate indication for an entry. So I like to first see a market be bullish again. So for example, here on Icon, right, guys? You see here, if we just, just draw it pretty like that, and then it go, you see, boom, it breaks out, right? Then tests again, and it makes the double bottom with the R side diverge to the bullish side. Then what I do is I look at basically, can I see an Elliott wave in here, right? Well, yeah, I can, guys. Okay, so is this a 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4, 5? Yeah. Okay, so that means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is a bigger one. Okay, because I'm not going to look at the super small time frame, right? So our bigger one is up here. So then I just start drawing, right? 1, and then we have a 2. Well, a potential 3 up here somewhere. It's probably around 42 something. Right? Then we're gonna get a 4 and a 5. Right? And that's what I just already plan ahead. So what are my ways to enter a trade, you would think? Okay, so I know that Elliott Wave has a rule of alternation. So what that means is if your first retrace, so this is the first retrace, right? Down here at the bottom, and we look here at this top here, you can see it retraced to the 61.8, right? And maybe you don't know yet, guys, but I'm a big fan of the 61.8. Okay, so I like to buy at the 61.8. So when I see this top, I put my order already there at the 61.8, because I'm okay buying there, no matter if we're going down hard. Okay, because more likely than not, you hit that 61.8 and then you get a bounce. At least they bounce. So when you get that bounce, you can put your stop at break even. And if you see that the price stays around there for a while, always put your stop under the 0.65, right? I urge you guys to put the 0.65 on your Fibonacci. And the way you do that is you just double click the Fibonacci and you add it here, right? 0.65, you add it and you click OK. So why I say that, here you can see it as well, right? It went through the 618, so if you had your stop under the 618, you would probably get stopped out. So I like to put my stop under, a little bit under the 65, because that is a algo target, right? And we can thank Devil Trader for that. He showed me that on his channel, and it works godly, guys. It's godlike. Alright, so you wanna have that, alright guys? You wanna have that on your Fibonacci. So you just buy at the 61.8, because you cannot assume it gets to 65, right? That's crazy. So you buy at the 61.8, then you wait, you put your stop at break even when it goes away from you, and you see, like, boom, maybe you get a wick down here, but you didn't get stopped out or anything, guys. So then you just ride it up. Alright, that's one way. That's one way. That is a way that I love to buy. Okay, so, and we also see that this was a 61.8, right? So rules of alternation tell me, so I don't know if this was the top yet on Icon, but so first let's just take a quick look at where Icon could potentially go here. Since it's a runner today, guys, I'm picking Icon. Also have a trade in there, of course. So if we go down here, this was the down leg here. So the 1-to-1 is already hit, so the next one's a 1.272. That's why I have my number 3 over there. You see, so when we hit that, okay, so we're gonna assume that we're gonna hit this, guys. I'm not saying it will, but I mean, if it hits here, then it's fine as well. But the rule of alternation tells you that, remember, this was a 61.8, so the next retracement, guys, should be a 38.2. So we take this low here, and we take this this top first, the top that we actually see right now, then the 38.2 will be around the 3708 Satoshi area. Alright, so I would put my buys around the 38.2 at around the 3708, and you know, then fill it up again, right? And never sell all, guys, especially like because it's not done yet, right? We just saw that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's gonna be a 5. Whether that's gonna go to all-time high or I mean, not all-time high, local high, or if it's just gonna be a double top, it's definitely gonna be a gain if you buy back in. And you will see that same top at least again. So you know, that is what I'm looking for. So this is if the top stays the same. If it would go a little higher, then it would be 38.2 is around the 37.97. So it's not that much of a difference, nearly 3800 or nearly or basically just above 3700 for your entry. So is it a bad time to just sell a little bit now? No, not at all, because you see the 4 hours oversold. I can show you as well. Oversold, overbought, guys. The 6 hours also overbought here. Right, 12 hours overbought. So we can just expect a retrace, even though what I do want to stress to you guys on crypto is that when this happens, guys, so you can see it's overbought here as well, right? So but what happens then, you kind of want to wait with your majority of your position, you know. That's why I say sell a little bit. All right, I sold 25% of my position, guys, because you know, gotta take some profits and then just buy back in. So what happens then, what happens often in crypto, guys, even though it's overbought, you see like you get these huge candles, and that tells you FOMO. Alright, that's good. That is what you want to really sell into when you see these big candles appearing. I'm talking about candles that are big, right? 25% candles. Look at them. What are our candles right now? I mean, they're small little boys. They're like 6% candles. So they're a lot smaller. And of course percentage has to do with how low you are, but I mean over here this is just a massive candle, guys. Come on, just when you see massive candles, guys, not percentage, that was wrong, but when you see massive candles, that is what you want to sell into. So that should outline pretty much my number one strategy, right? Basically number one is buying on either 61.8 or 38.2. So what if the case was that this only retraced the 38.2? Then the next retrace I expect 61.8. Okay, so that's the rule of alternation. And if it doesn't hit your order, guys, whatever, move on to your next coin. All right, check it out. Eventually you will hit it, and it's the most safe way. So then there's another thing, guys, that you can do, and that is buying after break, basically a retrace after breakout. Alright, so we're getting into that right now. So there we go. So we got ADA here. So basically you can just make your triangle here, right? Boom, broke out. Okay, so broke out, right? But you don't want to chase it when it breaks out. So what you do is you take the bottom, obviously, and then you take the top, and then you look for your 61.8, and it didn't get hit. But that's fine. I mean, it hit the 38.2 though, so that's the rule of alternation once again. But because it hit the 38.2, nearly the 0.5, but basically this is a 38.2. So this is your little one, and then you get, we're gonna 1, 2. You know, we're gonna aim for a 3, etc. But this is very small time frame. I mean, I like to look at a 4 hour, so let it go up a little bit and then, you know, check it out. Well, I mean, if you look at small time frame like 30 minutes, that's fine, that's cool, but don't expect huge profits, right? So yeah, just wait for the retracement, guys. So after breakout, this strategy works like this. After breakout, you wait for it to go up. When it's done going up, and when you see like 2 red candles, because then you know it's going down, right? Then you start looking for the 61.8 of that pop, that basically the run up, right? So you look for that 61.8, you put your buy order. So right here, 3106. And it's actually just in this consolidation, right? So, because it didn't pop enough, you know, in my opinion, it should have popped further. So it should have popped further. I mean, if you take this top that we have right here, we can really see a lot of red. 61.8 is at 3118, so we're still in that consolidation area. So it will probably pop a little further. That's why I like bigger time frames, right? And if you know, at some point, basically around here, you know, if let's say it pops all the way there, then you wait for the retracement to that 61.8. That is when you get it. So it all has to do with Fibonacci, guys. My whole strategy has to do with Fibonacci. I enter based on Fibonacci. Alright, I mean, the moving averages are nice, and I mean, you can enter on them, especially if it shows you. So if we just go back, right? We go back. All right, so we're under here, and we already know what happens. So you go up. All right, so this is probably the low, right? I mean the high. So you'll be like, okay, that's the high. So you start putting your Fibonacci, okay, and then you see that the 0.5 and the 38.2, the 38.2 is right here, right? So you can be targeting that in order to enter. At least you have a retrace. That's okay, but where are you gonna put your stop? I mean, so the way you do that then is, if you would enter here, then you put your stop under the 65 here. That's for sure. Always under 65, guys. Remember algo targets. So under 65, 1 point, somewhere around here, right? So that's fine. That's cool. Alright, so we put our buy order here, 38.2, and then, you know, obviously we get hit. We already know that. Boom, it hit us, because if you would have put it at 0.5, you wouldn't get hit. And why you put this 38.2 in this case and not the 61.8 is also because of moving averages being there already. So you know, you can't only trust on the Fibonacci. If you have confluence with one Fibonacci line and moving averages, then, you know, maybe you should choose that one and, you know where to put your stop, always under the 65. So right, and now you're just riding it. Basically that's how it is, guys. So that is basically my 2 ways to enter a trade. And then there's a bonus one, and I call this a bonus one because it doesn't happen so often. I mean, it's really good though. It's really good if it does happen. And that is RSI, bullish RSI divergence on bottoming patterns, right? And I mean, yeah. So this is an ideal example. Okay, so you got ontology here. I don't know why I didn't look at this coin. I would have seen this. Alright, so on the 4 hour, guys, basically, look, so price barely goes up, but RSI moves up nicely, right? And that is something that is so bullish. I mean, then you just enter. Let's say you enter here, but wherever, right? Just a little bit in the middle. I mean, let's not be perfectionists. Have your stop below the low. I know it sounds like a lot, 10% stop, but you know, yeah, you have to. Okay, you have to. And that's on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour you always get bigger stops. So there you go, you enter and then you're in for the big wave. That is because entering on a bottoming pattern is so safe, guys. It's so safe. I mean, you think this would fall further? No, especially not if the RSI is proving you to be bullish. Unless something horrible just happens to the coin, and then, you know, you lose 10%. It happens, guys. It happens. And if you lose 10%, you know, you can decide to allocate less of your position. So, you know, that's kind of my bonus one then, that I really love, bullish RSI divergence, but it just doesn't happen that often, right? So do we have bullish RSI divergence right now? Not really, right? Not like we had it down here. I want to really see a big time before I expect like some kind of pop like here. I mean, so I still expect this one. Oh yeah, guys, that is something also very important, right? If you count 5 waves, then at the end, of course, you have to take it from the first wave all the way to 5 in order to find the 618. So on icon as well, I mean, if we look at this, and let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna get 5, then that whole thing is gonna be one wave. So then you look for the whole wave, right? So all the way from there to there, and you look for that 618 right down here, 34. So then I expect it to go around there, and I ignore this because it's a wick, right? So it's fine that it goes a little bit under the 1, but I would definitely have orders around here, 34, 34.60 or so. If that, that is if icon follows this road, we don't know. But basically, that is the ways that I get into my trades, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the way just how I enter my trades. And maybe you should tell me how you enter your trades, guys. Just leave it in the comments below. Also, if you're not in my Telegram yet, and this is the Apex one, but if you're not in my Telegram yet, guys, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions. I know for a fact ICO Moon Tracker, he knows a lot about fundamental analysis, so hit him up if you want to know anything about a coin. He's the fundamental analyst expert, right? So that's what I call him. He's cool, dude. He's a really cool dude. So yeah, big shout out to him. And just join up with that, guys. Also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my upcoming videos, post about upcoming announcements and upcoming ICOs soon again, right? If we are going bullish on the Bitcoin, and I hope we do, right, guys? I hope we break out of that descending line that we have on Bitcoin, like the bearish trend line, right? And if we break out of that, then we're going back into a bullish market. So that would mean that ICOs are definitely gonna be more interesting than they are right now. So yeah, guys, I'll leave you with that. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button. If you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.